Morning, guys. Yeah, what is up, guys? Morning. Some of you guys been asking about how do we input the code and stuff for the AX360M that I shared yesterday, and some people been having issues with the camera and stuff. So we're just gonna rectify that quickly because I'm gonna be streaming today, and I'll be taking your questions as well. But we're just gonna rectify that quickly in the video. So first things first, make sure you go to accessibility and that you have zoom on, just like mine's. And then you're gonna go back, and then you're gonna go to touch. You're gonna make sure touch assistive touch is on. I'm gonna show you how my settings are just in case you have any problems. Just like that. That's it for the settings bit. Now, what I usually do, sometimes this keeps disconnecting, right? What I usually do sometimes I go to the settings before I do like the first use of the day, and it's already connected via Bluetooth, so I'm gonna forget that. And then we're gonna go into the app. I was in the app already. Sorry about that. So we're gonna connect. It's gonna come up. I've changed mine to AirPods Max, alright? So don't worry about that. And we're gonna connect. Pair. Good. Now that we're in now, you guys were asking how do we share that code, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to that. Apologies, I should have said that because it's a new app and a lot of you guys, like even myself, was confused at the beginning. But yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna scroll over to the game that you wanna play. So we got Pubg. Actually, Call of Duty actually launches Call of Duty. We tried that. Uh, where is it? Where's Pubg? Did I do Pubg? No, that's weird. Oh, so we got Pubg here, right? And we're gonna go into mic settings. I have different. It's up to you guys what overlay you're using. I'm using this one because I had to set up some things right there. But I'm just gonna put my stock. Where is it? Let's just use this one. Anyway, some of you guys said that. Well, I can't go on my phone, but the comments anyway. I'm gonna rectify those problems. Anyway, so do exactly how my buttons are, and you should be fine. All right. So for the fire button, make sure it's like this. The first is just the first one. That means press and hold. For the aim button, you want to go down to 1, 2, 3, 4 FPS, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to go here. So that's for aim. And I was trying some things yesterday. So I was using control. This is where my change seat button is when I'm in a car. So I use control to change the seat. So never mind that. For the peak, you want to leave it like this, press and hold. Same for Q, press and hold. Tab. Now when you open the backpacks, I found a way that when you open the backpack, you could just hold and bring up the mouse cursor while you're holding the backpack, and then you could manually unload. And then once you release the tab button or whatever button you assigned for the backpack would close and the mouse would disappear. So first of all, you're gonna have your tab button to the first one, and 1, 2, 3, 4 here. You're gonna select that. For the joystick, mine's is on 36. I feel that's a little bit better. As I said, I'm just experimenting and going along, and I'll be sharing that with you guys, whatever works for me. So that's joystick. Now this is my fire button. I show you guys how to do the fire button already. My weapons button, sorry. So FPS, so that's my secondary weapon. So FPS and the second one. Don't worry about these. And my primary weapon, FPS and the first one. And for the camera, you're gonna have here. And if you wanted to open the backpack and let me close this. I don't want to confuse you guys. If you want to open the backpack here with tab, and once the backpack opens, actually I think I should show you guys. I'll show you guys that right now. Or I should explain it then show you guys. So yeah, if I press tab to open the backpack, the mouse cursor will appear, and I could delete loot, I could whatever in there, rearrange stuff. and then once I release the tab button, the mouse cursor would disappear. Yeah, and that's so much more convenient. For get in and get out of vehicles, I use B. So use the first one, that's click, and then you're gonna go down to the third one and enable reset viewing angle. You're gonna do the same thing for, actually no, for get out you do this, exit vehicle, and for drive you actually leave it on press and hold. That works fine for me. I use G for get in, first one, second, 20, done. And for F to pick up your loot, use the first one and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down here, leave it at 20. That way is like for clicking things, like you were simulating that you were tapping fast to pick up the loot. For jump, just leave it to the first one, 1, 2, 3. So for this one, this is basically, I said it, I have my 2 jumps. So the first one is if I press it long, if I press it short, it would just do a quick jump and not climb the wall. And that's the settings for that. And for the jump over the, like climb over walls and obstacles, is just press and hold. So this one here, jump to attack the enemies and not climb the wall. This one here, jump and climb the wall. I've got V for prone, but never mind that. And I don't want to go into too much depth. I'll explain what this mouse one is for in another video. But yeah, so that exactly what I just showed you will solve the mouse and the joystick and all that stuff. For the mouse, one more time, remember to have the first one here. You're on 10, 255, nothing in here. Push that to 7. This is actually the sensitivity of your mouse when you select the mouse to loot. So, and then make sure this means press and this means press and hold. So for me, I just have press. So when I press it, the mouse will appear and it will not disappear. It will still be here. And if I select this one, that means that doesn't make any sense really, because you would press it and once you release it, the mouse will disappear. So you keep your settings just like mine's for your viewing angle. All right. As for the backpack, opening the backpack and bringing up the mouse at the same time, you go back to the mouse and then you go here and you assign the same button. I use this, but if you wanted to do that, all you have to do basically is delete this and set this to the same thing. Okay, I'm gonna say to tab as my backpack, and this is press and this is press and hold. So we're gonna select that to press and hold. We're gonna save that. We're gonna save this. And this is the issue I have with this app, guys. It disconnects. That's why I don't use it as much. You see this? It disconnects. So you have to go back and do this. Excuse me. And this is really annoying. That's why I'm not using it 100% right now. I like I said, in the next updates coming up, everything will get fixed eventually, but I don't like this. And I hope what I just showed you, it still sticks, but let me just check to see what I just did on this side here. Yeah, tab. It actually saved, which is good. So save, save, save that. This button here is meant to launch the game. This one, yeah, my mouse is now showing. See, it does this. So I'm not gonna edit this video. I'm just gonna upload it. I'll show you guys exactly what I do. I press this, hold it until you see the keyboard and the mouse goes off. Release it. Still not. Oh, I just realized I changed the button to tab. I'm such a fool. So if I hold on to tab, the mouse works. If I release tab, it doesn't work. See, hold tab, it works. Release tab, it doesn't work. Anyway, we're gonna go. Let me connect one more time. You see, it does this. If you're having issues like this, a good thing, I'm glad it's actually doing it so we could troubleshoot it in the video. So anything that happens, you go here, go to Bluetooth. Remember, I renamed my device to AirPods Max, right? So forget this. because I have my actual AirPods Max here, but I changed it to AirPods Max so that the apps you're using don't recognize it as an AX360M. So yeah, I forgot the device. Let's just open up PUBG. I'm gonna open up PUBG quickly so I can just do what I'm doing in there and then swap back to PUBG. Like I said, I'm not gonna edit this video. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. I'm not the best at doing this like videos like the big YouTubers and stuff. I'm just trying to explain as best as I can, okay? So let's do this. Go here, trading grounds. By the way, guys, once I find a way to show you guys how to play Ultra HD 120 like myself, like in a proper way, I will let you guys know as well. So if you see here, it's not even connected, guys, but it still works, which is weird, right? Go here, load. It's not even connected. How crazy is this, right? It has bugs, as I'm telling you. So you see, I'm using my scroll wheel to change my weapons. See guys, I don't want to get carried away. So yeah, I can use my scroll. So if I wanted to go into my backpack, I press tab, and as you can see, the mouse comes up. You can see my finger here, tab, mouse. I release, I can move my camera. Tab, mouse, and I can delete load. I don't, I can delete load. And you know what? The only thing we're missing is to be able to right click and delete the load, like GG Mouse and all these other apps. We can't do it right now. I'm trying my best to find a macro or something. I can't so far. But once I get to do it, I'll let you guys know. So far, I haven't found a way. But as you can see, tab, bag, and mouse. Release, nothing. Camera back. Tab, bag, mouse. Release, nothing. And you continue. You see? And sometimes the camera stops working. I mean, not the camera or the device cuts off, which is annoying. So what I would recommend is, because we all know it's buggy, if you think it's working right, like perfect for you, no lagging, nothing, jump in a TDM, and if that TDM match goes well without no issues, then you can try to jump in a classic. Alright guys? So yeah, tab, back comes up, and the mouse comes up, and go. If you don't like it like that, then you just go back to here, and if you just want it like the traditional way, you just go back to here, and I have to reconnect. Hold on. That's the problem with this. I can't wait for when we don't need to depend on this and just the app. I think the hardware is the problem. Why it keeps cutting off. Hopefully it connects. Pair. So if you're having plenty issues, just go to your Bluetooth, forget the device, repair. Go back here. If you don't want to do the tab and the mouse comes up and you just want to click your middle mouse button and do that, and then when you're done, click it again for it to disappear. Just come back in here. Then you're going to go here, delete that, and set it to the middle mouse button. So delete it, middle mouse button, sorry, delete, middle mouse button, and put it to press. Save, 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 save. A lot of saving, guys. Saving grace. Go back into the game. So you see, move. Tab still opens the backpack, and you can manually select the mouse and you release tab, and you press this and go back to what you're doing. So you could have it the traditional way, but I like it the other way. Yeah, so I need to press this and go. All right, guys, so about the layout, we're gonna come here. This is the way you input the layouts at the bottom here. So you're gonna click here, and this is where you would input the layout code that I shared with you. All right, it's gonna be in caps lock. So let me just, and this is where you save it as well. Uh, there's nothing to save, it's loading, but this is where you would save. So I'm just simulating what would happen when you do use the code I give you. But what you're gonna do is click here. You're gonna click these three dots right here. You're gonna go down to the third one, click that, and the first one here means share and share with your friends, and this one means private share. So you're gonna click the first one. You're gonna click that, and then you're gonna input the code here, and then you're gonna click save at the bottom, and then that's it. And then it's gonna come up on the side here. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys in real time how I do it. Okay, and you would have pasted here just like this. Don't worry about my keyboard. And then it shows in gray, but you just click that anyway, and then that this would pop up, and then you click save, and as you can see, there's a duplicate of what I just imported. So you could click the three dots again, click the first one, and you could actually rename it to whatever you want. I'm gonna rename it to duplicate just for learning purposes. And then we're gonna click save, and there we go. This is the layout imported. And yeah, that's how we do it, guys. Any questions, just let me know in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. All right, peace out.